At this point, we created our virtual machine. Now, we should be able to install Kali Linux. Let's start the new virtual machine by clicking on the Start button. The boot menu will provide several options. Now, to install a fresh copy of Kali Linux, you need to select the graphical install option. In this screen, choose your language. In my case, I will choose English and click on Continue. Next, select your location. Choose your keyboard configuration. In my case, it's American English. Next, enter a host name. I will leave the default one and click on Continue. Because I'm not joining a domain, I will choose a random name, something like kali.local. On this screen, you need to enter a password for your root account. Select your time zone. We are now able to select our disk partition scheme. It is recommended that you select the third option for full disk encryption at this time. Please ask me this question: why? Penetration testers typically have sensitive information in their position. A successful test can reveal flaws in client's network or maybe passwords. Therefore, testers frequently should secure their systems using full disk encryption. Now, Kali uses a combination of logical volume management and the Linux unified key setup for disk encryption. So select the third option and click on Continue. At this step, you will need to acknowledge that the entire disk will be erased. Considering Kali is being used for penetration testing purposes, a separation of partitions is not needed. Choose all files in one partition and click on Continue. Next, select Yes to write changes. In this screen, you need to choose a password for your disk encryption. In this screen, you will see an overview of your selected options. To proceed with our installation, click on the Continue button. Select Yes to write changes. In this screen, you will be asked if you want to connect to a network mirror. A network mirror allows you to receive updates for Kali as they become available. In this case, we choose Yes and click on Continue. If you're not using HTTP proxy, you may skip this page by clicking on Continue. Finally, you will be asked to install the grub bootloader to the master boot record. Are you asking yourself, what is grub bootloader? Well, grub bootloader is a screen that you see before your operating system boots up. It gives you some choices to select from the list. At this point, I will choose Yes and click on Continue. Congratulations! You have now completed the installation of Kali Linux. Click on Continue and the system will reboot. Remember, you created two passwords, one for the root account and one for the disk encryption. In this screen, you need to enter the disk encryption password. Now press enter for credentials. Your username is root and your password, of course. At this stage, we need to install the guest additions. Guest additions are designed to be installed inside a virtual machine after the guest operating system has been installed. They consist of device drivers and system applications that optimize the guest operating system. Let's give it a shot. First, click on the Devices menu, then select the Insert Guest Additions CD image. Next, click on the Run button, and here we go, we have an error. Don't worry about that. If you can't auto-run the guest additions, we need to follow these steps. First, let's unmount the guest additions. Right-click on the CD and select the Eject option. After this step, we need to edit the fstab file. Open your console and write the following command. I am using LeafPad as a text editor to open the fstab file. In this screen, we need to make sure to remove the no auto keyword and replace it with the exec keyword. Now save and close. Now let's try the guest additions again. Hooray! Problem solved. At this point, we have a newborn baby called Kali Linux. In the next demos, we will add some interesting configurations to this new operating system.